There we go. I'm going to go ahead and lead us through a guided meditation, and then I will introduce the series, our 30-day series, and give you an idea of what you can expect over the course of our 30 days together. For now, you can just sit back and relax and let me lead you through a meditation. If you have any questions about the status of any devices, maybe a cell phone that needs to be silenced or a landline, maybe that needs to be unplugged, now would be a good time to check on that. Otherwise, let's go ahead and settle into a comfortable meditation posture. The most important feature of a good, effective meditation posture is for our spine to be straight and relaxed. Our hands can be resting on top of our thighs, or if you'd like, you can assume a more traditional meditation hand posture. To accomplish this, put the back of your left hand in the palm of your lap with your palm facing upwards. Place the back of your hand in the palm of your left hand, so your right is resting on top of your left with your palms facing upwards, and allow your thumbs to touch gently in the region of your navel. Looks something like this. I'm going to go ahead and mute everyone. Please allow your head to tilt slightly forward, just a little bit. This serves to bring our spine perfectly into alignment. If you haven't already done so, please go ahead and softly close your eyes. And to begin, I'd like you to please simply bring your awareness to the exhalation of your breath. And very gently, very, very gently, allow your exhalation to be just a bit longer and a bit more pronounced than your inhalation. Please feel free to experiment with pausing briefly at the bottom of each exhalation. This meditation technique will allow both your physical body and your mind to start to settle and rest, to become quiet and still. Now is not the time to reflect on events that have occurred in the past. Those events cannot be changed, undone, or relived. Nor is this the time to speculate about events that may or may not occur in the future. The future is completely uncertain. Now is the time to be fully present here in this moment. Now is the time to give yourself permission to enjoy engaging in a practice that's going to bring you a peaceful state of mind, and at the same time contribute to the creation of a peaceful world. And with that, I'd like you to please bring your awareness to the crown of your head, to your scalp in particular. And I'd like you to allow at once all of the tiny muscles and nerves that support your scalp to become loose and completely relaxed. The tiny muscles and nerves at the top of your scalp and the back of your scalp, the sides of your scalp. Just allow these tiny muscles and nerves to at once release and become loose and deeply, deeply relaxed. Please allow the tiny muscles and nerves across your forehead to also become soft and relaxed. The tiny muscles that support your eyebrows and all of the muscles in your face. Please allow all of your facial muscles to become soft and completely relaxed. So much so that it might feel as though the pores of your skin are opening up now. Your mind starts to relax as your body is starting to relax. And for the remainder of our meditation this morning, I would invite you to bring your awareness not only to the words that you hear, but also to the silent gaps in between the words and in between the sentences. Please allow the muscles that support your jaw to become soft and relaxed. Just allow any tension that you might be carrying in your jaw to dissipate, to drain away, to dissolve into empty space, to dissolve into space like emptiness. Your jaw starts to feel a bit heavier now, and it takes a gentle and deliberate effort to keep your jaw from dropping open. Please allow the muscles in your neck and your throat to become soft and relaxed, as well as the muscles in your shoulders. Allow your shoulders to settle and to rest, to become soft and relaxed. And as your shoulders settle and rest, they may start to feel a bit heavier now. And this causes them to drop down into a natural, comfortable position. There's a subtle lengthening of your neck and a subtle lengthening of your spine. Please allow the muscles in your arms, elbows, forearms, wrists, hands, and fingers to each become completely soft and completely relaxed. And your hands now might feel a bit warmer and heavier as they rest in your lap. And your mind relaxes as your body relaxes. The muscles in your chest become soft and relaxed. And your lungs are now able to perform perfectly and without effort. their natural function of breathing. The muscles in your abdomen, and likewise all of the muscles in your back, all of the muscles that support your shoulder blades and your spine. Allow these muscle sets to settle and to rest, to become soft and relaxed as you drop deeper and deeper on down. And let yourself go. The muscles in your hips and your pelvic area become soft and relaxed, as well as the muscles in your legs, knees, calves, ankles, feet, and toes. One by one, these muscle sets become completely soft and completely relax the soles of your feet, even the muscles and nerves in the soles of your feet. Even the tiny muscles and nerves at the tips of your toes release now and become soft and relaxed. Your body is both centered and settled. You're in a state of perfect physical equilibrium. Your mind relaxes completely now as your body is completely relaxed. And let yourself go. You have complete freedom to let go now. You're completely safe to let go now. So let yourself go. Now, very gently, very, very gently, please redirect your awareness. Become aware again of the garments of clothing resting on the surface of your body, and start to deepen your breath. Taking deeper and deeper breaths, become aware again of your surroundings inside of the room that you're occupying. The ceiling above you, the floor beneath your feet, furnishings and so forth. Still deeper and deeper breaths and become aware again of the world that exists outside of the room that you're occupying. Become aware again of neighboring communities, of neighboring countries, of neighboring continents, of neighboring planets. Completely fill up your belly and lungs with air, and when you're ready, you can open your eyes and bring your meditation to an end. Thank you very much, and welcome back. So that is that full body relaxation meditation that I just led us through is a meditation that I typically guide for beginning meditation classes, and it's very beneficial for us to, as a means for us to relax our body, relax our mind, and therefore be more open and contemplative toward the world around us, everything we see and everything we hear. one of my sayings is that everything works better with an open, relaxed mind. So that's the purpose of that guided meditation that I lead. And I'm going to be teaching you how to meditate on your own, how to develop your own meditation practice from beginning to end so you can do it on your own. There are 7 different parts to the meditation, and we're going to go through all of them over the next 5 days. And for the remainder of our 30-day meditation program, we'll practice together, and you'll practice on your own, because we'll be meeting on Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays up until the 2nd or 3rd of February. After these first 5 days, the following weeks where we get together on Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays, those are optional. Those are optional for you to attend. Some folks find it helpful and supportive to meditate with others. I know I certainly do. There's no substitute for meditating in a group with others, and there's no substitute for meditating on our own by ourselves. So over the course of our 30 days and beyond, hopefully we'll strike a balance, a blend of meditating on our own and meditating together as a group. But point here is that attending every Monday, Wednesday, Friday session, not mandatory. So we got started a little bit late this morning. I apologize for the technical difficulties. We started at about 20 minutes until 10, which means that I'm going to extend our class until 10 minutes past 10. I understand that we have busy lives and we have commitments. If you need to exit before 10:10, no worries at all. Please do so, and know that I'm recording this class, as I will all 5 of our classes this week, and we'll be posting them on Lotus Center's YouTube channel. So if you need to leave, you can watch and listen to the part that you missed on the YouTube channel. And I'll send the address and all the information for accessing the YouTube channel in an email a little bit later today. So it is customary when starting out a meditation program for the teacher to share the source of the information that is going to be provided. And I have 2 primary teachers. One teacher is a Tibetan Lama named Geshe Kelsang Gyatso. It is through Geshe Kelsang that I received about the first 12 or 13 years of my training. And he's still a very valuable, very important teacher in my life. For the last 6 or 7 years, I have found myself relying on the teachings of a Western teacher. His name is Reggie Ray. He teaches a form of meditation that will be the basis of the practice that we're going to do over the next 30 days and beyond, meditating with the body, also called somatic meditation. I share all of that to say and to assure you that the tools and practices that I am going to share with you over the next 30 days are not things that I made up. These aren't some ideas that I had while on a caffeine buzz and said, oh, this is pretty cool, I'm going to share this with as many people as I can. No, everything I know without exception, I learned from Geshe Kelsang Gyatso and from Reggie Ray. So I'm kind of up here paraphrasing basically, and sharing with you the teachings that I received from them. And that's important for you to know, because these teachings are reliable. These 2, Geshe Kelsang and Reggie Ray, received these teachings from their teachers and their teachers before them on back. So there's an established lineage here of teachings and a lineage of reliability that you can have confidence in. So the preliminaries out of the way, I'd like you to contemplate, if you would, the benefits of meditation. It's really important for us to understand early on the benefits that we can hope to receive from anything that we do, including learning to meditate. It is through understanding the benefits of something that we apply effort to learning and improving, maybe ultimately perfecting that practice. And if we apply effort, and I'm meaning joyous effort here, not arduous, heavy lifting. Oh, I've got to apply effort to this. No, there's a light effort that we can apply, a joyful effort that we can apply. And if we apply effort, we can accomplish anything. We know this in our own lives. Different educational pursuits that we have applied ourselves to, professional pursuits, perhaps, parenting. If we understand the benefits of doing something, we will apply effort. And if we apply effort, we can accomplish anything. So, having said that, a line of contemplation I'd like to offer to you regarding the benefits of meditation is this notion, and I would encourage you to commit this to memory for further contemplation. Happiness and suffering are states of mind. Happiness and suffering are states of mind. Therefore, the causes of happiness and suffering come from within the mind. Happiness and suffering are states of mind. Therefore, the causes of happiness and suffering must come from within the mind. And just this short one-line sentence just opens up a whole world of possibilities for us and a whole world of practice. An analogy that I like to use for the sources and causes of phenomenon, looking within the object for the source of the happiness or the source of the suffering, is take a look at our automobile. Take a look at our automobile. If we are having a problem with our car isn't running properly. Okay, our car is broke down, as it were. We can know that the cause of the non-running of the car comes from within the car, right? Maybe something with the fuel system, maybe it's something with the electrical, excuse me, something with the electrical system. Maybe it's related to the suspension. The cause of the car's not running must come from within the car, right? We know that, nothing too profound in that conclusion. But it's funny what our mind might be tempted to do and do in attempting to find sources of suffering outside of the car. It might say, oh, yeah, my car isn't running because I hit a big pothole. The pothole is the cause of my car not running. And then our thinking mind might go a little bit further and say, the cause of my car not running is this pothole that I hit. And the reason that pothole exists there is because of these poorly maintained roads. And then it goes on and on without end sometimes. The cause of my car not running is because of the pothole, and the pothole is the cause of the poorly maintained roads. And the cause of the poorly maintained roads is my municipal government having misguided budgeting priorities. That's the cause of the road and the problem. And then all of a sudden we're looking outside of the car for the source or origin of the problem rather than inside the car. so it is with our minds, right? We might be experiencing a state of unhappiness, of discontentment, discontent with our, we'll just leave it at that. We'll just say a state of discontentment, even manifest abject anger. The cause of that anger comes from within your own mind. With the car and the road example, we are tempted to look outside of our mind for the causes of the suffering. The cause of my anger is my inconsiderate neighbor who's starting up his diesel truck at 7 in the morning and revving it up and making a lot of noise and keeping me from sleeping. That is the source of my suffering. And or on it goes, it can be anything. The cause of my suffering is my not being able to sleep, which in turn is the cause of my mattress not being firm enough, which is the cause of us my husband and I not spending enough money on our mattress, which is the cause of him spending our money on other things which don't make sense. And off it goes into the ethers, rather than a quote that my dad was fond of saying. He says, "Look homeward, angel. Look homeward for the sources of our happiness and our suffering." The source of my unhappiness is not my inconsiderate neighbor. It's not the mattress. It's not any of those things. The source of my suffering comes from my own mind, which is uncontrolled right now, because my natural default when I encounter a situation that I find undesirable is to go directly to anger, going to an angry state, which is the opposite of an accepting state. If I can train my mind and get to a point where I can perfect my practice of patient acceptance, patience being a mind that wholeheartedly accepts whatever arises, having abandoned the notion that things should be other than what they are. If I can get to a point where I can wholeheartedly accept whatever arises, having abandoned the notion that things should be other than what they are, then nothing in the external world has the power to make me unhappy. I can abide in a state of acceptance all the time. And acceptance is a product of mind. And developing patient acceptance comes from training my mind. And training my mind comes through meditation, becoming increasingly familiar with the state of patient acceptance. Works the other way too. 2 minutes, running out of time, coming down the home stretch here. It works the other way too, in terms of mistakenly attributing my happiness to external phenomena. I might think that, oh, this happy state that I'm experiencing right now comes from my external environment. My relationships, this new relationship I'm in. I've fallen in love and everything is great, and I'm deluding myself, confusing myself into thinking that this person is making me happy. Happiness is coming from this person to me. Or it can be with situations, inanimate objects, maybe a new bicycle I bought. I got this new bicycle and it's making me so happy. No, the happiness is coming from within the mind. And there's good news there, right? There's good news that we have the potential within our own minds to experience a state of happiness that is not dependent on people, situations, inanimate objects external to us. Just a little litmus test in case you're not convinced that external phenomena can't be the source of our happiness. If a thing or a person or a situation had the ability to make us happy, then it would make us happy all the time in every situation, 100%. Then no such phenomena exists. There are people that I love and people who I enjoy spending time with. Funny thing is, those people sometimes can get on my nerves, right? If they were happiness producing people, all they could do would be make me happy. But no such person or no such situation exists, because happiness is a state of mind. Happiness that comes from wisdom, things like acceptance, things like compassion, things like love. The definition of love being wishing for another's happiness. So all that is to say that these are the benefits of meditation, is that we are no longer beholden to the external world for our happiness or for the sources of our suffering. It's an inside job, which we have the ability to completely transform through training our mind. And we train our mind through meditation. Just one more thing, I've run over by a minute. Just one more thing is that the meditation practices that we are going to learn are going to enable us to be more relaxed and more calm and more tranquil in more situations. And we are also going to go beyond just being able to be more relaxed and more calm. We want to change our mind such that we move from a place of resisting what is to accepting what is. We're going to train our minds to move from a place of apathy to a place of maybe empathy or even compassion. It's the difference between, they're the differences between altered states and altered traits. Difference between altered states and altered traits. We're going to bring about kind of an existential change in how we engage in and experience the world, our world. So there it is, you guys. Thank you so much for being flexible with regard to the timing of this. I'm really grateful. Look forward to seeing you tomorrow at 9:30. There will be opportunity for questions and discussion over the course of our week together and beyond. So as questions arise, write them down, and we can address them as we go. Okay. Have a lovely day. Thank you again for being here.
Thank you.
Thanks, Jeff.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
You can thank him.
Thank you.
Thank you, Jeff.
Thank you, Jeff.
My pleasure. My pleasure. Thank you. It's nice to meet you all.